Hey guys, Heaven again. Second video. Woohoo! Gonna get this done. Yes, I'm going to get this done. Alright, so keep asking me questions so I can keep answering them. And remind me not to bet ever again. Alright? Okay, so here are some questions I got. One from Chip Hedrick, which doesn't count because he's my boss at the radio station. So it's kind of messed up, but I have to answer it because he asked it. So, Chip Hedrick writes, what makes the radio show so great? Well, honestly, me. Duh. No. Okay, no, seriously. What makes our radio show, the Straight Talk Express, so great is, I think, the different views we have. You kind of have me who's kind of sways from side to side. Then you have Gunner, who is diehard Republican. And then, of course, you have Smoot, who is the bleeding heart Democrat. We all love each other, but we all can't stand each other. So it makes for interesting radio. Yeah. There's a few times I wanted to knock them out and then hug them. You know how it goes. They're family. So, yeah, that's what makes a great radio show. Second question comes from Andrew Hobbs. When did you start having trouble with your hearing? A lot of people don't know that I am actually considered legally deaf. I only have 33% hearing in my left ear, and I only have 25% hearing in my right ear, which makes things interesting. I do a lot of lip reading, but I have this trick where you can kind of guess what a person's saying. You kind of just, after you know a person for a while, you know what they're saying. But I started having trouble when I was hearing after about my third perforated ear. And that was when I was 16 or 17. I was a boxer back in the day. Oops. And yeah, I had no qualms about going up against male or female. And I'd gotten into a fight at McKinley Pool with three guys. And one of them clocked me in my ear pretty good. And even after I got that fixed, my hearing just started going. And 13 concussions and 4 perforated ears later, you know, the price of youth. So, yeah, I've been having trouble with my hearing since about 15, 16, around that time. But I make do. I do all right. And let's see. Our next question comes from Kiko. Oh, my homie. Actually, I forced him to ask me this question so I could do this video. So I'm not sure if it counts or not, but we're rolling with it. That's how we roll. Alright, he asked, do you miss the neighborhood you grew up in? And would you ever move back to that neighborhood? So that's 2 questions. So booyah. Way to overachieve, Kiko. I do miss the neighborhood that I grew up in. Not so much the area, but I miss the family and the camaraderie that, you know, we had growing up and stuff like that. I miss my brothers and my sisters from downtown Sacramento, you know, the good times, the crazy times, the fun and shenanigans and debauchery that we're up to. Would I move back there? Probably not. A lot of good memories in the area, but a lot of bad ones too. You know, just living down the street from that area, sometimes it gets a little like, what the heck was I thinking? Darn you. So, I don't know. I like where I live now, you know, but I do miss everybody. I really do. And, you know, I'm glad we all grew up and had the chance to grow up. And let's see, of course, hold on, gotta switch to another page real quick because I received another question on another post. And, oop. Here we go. I'll find it. No worries. Tidanis. I think I done found it. I know one lady asked me if I like pie. Oh, yes. I get down with some pie. I love some pie. But, let me get her name so I can give her her credits. So, Erica Centers Rutledge, you know. She has a ton of questions. Her first question is, what or who influenced you in the very beginning to start writing? I wrote in my teenage years, but it was more dark and morbid poetry. You know, I wasn't a happy camper then, you know. in my younger years. But what got me to actually write a book was a fight between my sister-in-law Echo and I. Her and I never got along. Never, two dominant females vying for, pole position. So got a little crazy. But as a peace offering, she bought me a vampire book for my birthday. And I read it, but with my OCD, when I found out there were more books in the series, I had to read all of them. So we switched books back and forth for a while, and I got tired of vampires. It was like, oh my goodness, all they do is hiss and sparkle, and we're the men in the world, so I called her one day, and, she had bought the next vampire book, and I had vented off, and she challenged me. She was like, oh, like you could write something better. Challenge accepted. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah, that's what started it. Really is just, anything I can do, you can do better. And let's see, Erica also asks, how do you and your husband keep your marriage alive after 13 plus years? All right, so get the kids out of the room. Seriously. Sexual honesty. That's the best way I can put it. When it comes to our wants and needs, we don't shy away from expressing that to one another. It's insert imagination here. This is what I would like to do. Or, you got to kind of make it sexy and fun. You can't just come up and have a serious conversation about hair pulling and booty spanking. You got to be like, you got to kind of draw them into it, to make it fun. During that special time, you gotta be able to laugh. We all do embarrassing things. Things happen that, we all wish wouldn't during that special moment. But you gotta be able to laugh and roll with it. But I think honestly that's been the secret to mine and my husband's John's relationship, is we laugh about everything and we share about everything, and we both understand we're married but we're not dead. So we don't encourage each other to be checking other people out, but we don't stifle them when it's like, oh, look at him, or oh, look at her, or like my husband has a huge crush on Pink and Sandra Bullock, and I'd take me some Scott Adkins. Oh yeah. But you just gotta accept that people are human, and if you think something's broken, that you throw it away and replace it, then really you'll never have anything worth having. So keep the sentimental value in your marriage. But okay, so that answer turned out a little longer than I thought. All right, so let's see. Do I have any more? Oh, yep. Erica Center Rutledge also asked if I'm close with my sister. Now, see, Erica and my sister were best friends in Bastrop, Texas when I was about 5 or 6. And then we moved to Sacramento, California when I was 6 years old. I know my sister had gone out and visited her once, so they were really close. Me and my sister, though, we weren't close. I think that the large age gap between us was kind of, she was 16 when I was 8, so it kind of was like, what does a 16-year-old do with an 8-year-old? Nothing much, But we ended up, as we got older, we got close. About the time I got pregnant with my son, my husband was in the Marine Corps, and he got transferred out to 29 Palms while we were stationed at Quantico, Virginia, and I was a high-risk pregnancy. So my mom was supposed to come out and stay with me while my husband was gone, but due to unforeseen circumstances, she sent my sister out instead, which I will admit, I dreaded. I did not want her coming out. But she came out, and it was wonderful. It was awesome. I mean, it's like, I really got to know her, and we became really close friends. I'd say we were closer than just sisters. We were best friends. And we still kind of hold on to that now. Life gets in the way. Different life choices, different opinions, things like that. We still battle, but we still hug each other afterwards. So, yeah. All right, so I think I got everybody. Keep the questions coming because I have to do 2 of these a week. 2. Come on, people. Ask me something. So, yeah, so that's me. Ask me something. Anything, I have to answer it. Liegh Eldeen, the Demon Side author, co-host of Straight Talk Express on KMYC, 1410 a.m., Saturdays, 1 through 3 Pacific Standard Time. Yes, I am doing a shameless plug. I have to. And that's it. Hope you tune in for the next one. Have fun.